winds and the waves shall obey thy will. Peace be still, peace be still, peace be still, peace be still. God afternoon, God morning, wherever you are. Hello to you. Welcome to the lunch counter. Welcome to the lunch counter today. So come on out and have a little lunch for me. Take a little break from your work. Some of y'all started early this morning. Some of y'all started later. But take a little break. Let's go out to lunch. And today for lunch, we're going to go and talk about how Jesus sleep during a storm. And we're going to look at Mark 4:38. So come on with me to lunch over here to Mark 4:38, and let's feast on the word of God. Let's talk about how Jesus sleep during a storm. Come on out to lunch with me. Hello to my brother Kenny. Thanks for coming out to lunch with me. So we're going to go over here to Mark 4 and feast on the word of God. How Jesus sleep during a storm. In Mark 4:38, there was a storm, raging storm, that caused the ship to fill with water. And after the ship had filled with so much water, the disciples became nervous and fearful, and they ran down to the bottom part of the boat, and they woke up Jesus, and they asked him, how can't he sleep? How can you sleep? And so if Jesus would have answered that question, he could have answered it like this: I can sleep because I'm resting in the arms of God. I can sleep during a storm because of my faith in God. I can sleep during a storm and not worry about my bills. I can sleep during a storm and not worry when I'm in the hospital on my sick bed. I can sleep during a storm and not worry in the midst of this pandemic. Why? Because I'm resting on the arms of God. You can sleep during a storm when you know who you belong to. The Bible said, greater is he that is within you than he that is within the world. You got to know who you belong to. You got to know who's within you. As I said yesterday, the three Hebrew boys was able to walk through the fire. Why? Because they walked through that fire with Jesus. And you got to walk with Jesus today. Not looking for him beside you, but you got to have Jesus within you. And then you can walk through the storms in life. So that's how Jesus is able to sleep. And if Jesus can sleep during a storm, we can sleep during a storm. We can sleep during the tropical storms, Sally, and all the rest of them. Why? Because we're resting in the arms of God. He said, cast all your cares upon me, for he cares for you. So that's how we rest during a storm. That's how we have peace during a storm. That's how we sleep. That's how Jesus was able to sleep during a storm, because he knew who he belonged to. All right, our lunch break is over with. Time to head back to work. So y'all have a blessed day and keep God first. Head on back. Get on back to work. Thanks for going out to lunch with me. Time to head on back. All right. Hello, Betty Jean. Thank you for stopping by for lunch with us today. And our lunch today was all about sleeping with Jesus. Jesus brought peace to the disciples because he showed them he was able to sleep during the storm. He knew that was peace. He knew that the storm couldn't overtake them. And so we got to remember that the storm, the things outside of us, is not greater than the peace, the Jesus that is within us. And that's what Paul meant over there in John. John said it when he said, greater is he that is within you than he that is within the world. Don't get scared like the disciples and go to running in fear. They became so fearful and they forgot that the power that was inside their boat is greater than that old storm that's outside of the boat that's trying to drown them. Great is he that's within you. All right, time to head back to work. Thanks for coming to lunch with me. Y'all have a blessed day and keep God first. And God bless you and thank you too, Betty Jean.